So we're over here at my neighbor's house today because I have to show you guys something. I was all for running the CRV until I got it stripped. So I thought this thing would be a good derby car, blah blah blah. But then I stripped it and I started looking at it. Can you guys see that frame? The huge buckle in it where it's already touched the power steering pump. And the worst part is she doesn't even run on 4 cylinders anymore. He's already started throwing scrap in it, but oh, maybe he's killed the battery. So the thing doesn't even run on 4 cylinders. I thought it was a bad injector or a bad spark plug, but it's got really good spark. But it does not have any compression. Anyway, it doesn't change the way it runs. So this one, there is no compression in it. I pulled the injector. Injector seems to run good. Everything seems good except for, look at the check engine light is flashing in this thing. So basically, my neighbor asked me if he can use it to fill up all his scrap. And I said, sure. With the way that the 2020 Derby season is looking, with all these shows being canceled, it is actually not even worth me keeping one with a bent frame and a bad motor. If I find another one, I'll definitely keep it. And this one will be sent in for scrap. This one here is a manual. I'd kind of like an automatic for my first one. I don't know. It would just be, the wind's getting pretty high right now. Let me go over here to where the wind isn't maybe. I would rather try to find one that's not as rusty, that the frame is not bent, that it runs good, all that stuff, instead of putting a lot of time, effort, and money into this one. I have no compression in cylinder number 1, so that's going to be an expensive fix. It's like 20 psi. So it is pretty much garbage. He's looking for something to throw all these scrap things into. So I told him, you know what, take the CRV, cut the roof off. It's a 5-speed. You can teach your kids learn how to drive. Throw all your stuff into it and basically get a little bit more use out of it, because there's pretty much going to be no demolition derbies for me this year. Speaking of that, they've pretty much canceled everything for 2020. The only way I see a demolition derby happening is if there is no fair, any rides. So the only shows that I really see being able to run on its own is racetracks, Bash for Cash, Blizzard Bash, stuff like that, where a demolition derby is the only activity there once they lift the public gatherings. There's a couple shows that I've actually already pre-registered in the US, but as of right now, the USA-Canada border is closed to all leisurely traffic, and a demolition derby is considered leisurely traffic. So even if shows like Bash for Cash, which has been postponed until June, Mini Meltdown, which is in June, even if those shows go, if the border does not open and allow me to cross, I can't even go down and compete. Or even watch, for that matter. So that means that why keep this one? Why keep this CRV? The frame is bent, the motor's no good, it's very rusty. Maybe this year, 2020, I'll get another one in better shape. I've already stripped one, so I know what it's like stripping them. They're not hard. Everything just kind of clips on there together. And you never know what the future holds for me. I'll probably grab something different. There's other cars that I've really wanted to do. I watched a 2008 and newer 4-cylinder Malibu with an Ecotec Go. Back ends look like tanks. They do come with aluminum front spindles, but they don't seem to break. I still haven't seen... I've seen one of these guys, CRVs run. I believe Cody Durham sent me a video of it running, and I watched it. Did pretty good. But I'm just saying, there's plenty of other cars out there. I'd love to get my hands on a PT, but a lot of guys know how to build PTs. I'd like to get another Accord, but right now with the coronavirus going on, nobody wants to meet to sell their vehicles. Everybody's prices are out to lunch. Everybody thinks scrap's at $320 a ton when it's only at about $50, $60 a ton around me right now. So I can't pay $400 for a Honda Accord if I'm only going to get 200, 150, 200 over the scales for it. So anyway, guys, I'm actually pretty disappointed with this. I really wanted to derby this when I bought this vehicle 2.5 years ago, before I let my brother and my buddy drive it. I really wanted to derby it, but unfortunately with frame damage and motor damage, she just ain't gonna make the cut. I'll find something different, I'll find something better, and honestly, I'm totally not even feeling derby cars because I have so many cars built and nowhere to run them. But I feel let down with this CRV. I was kind of really hoping that it would be okay, but unfortunately she's not. So thanks everybody for watching. I know you're all just disappointed as me, but there's nothing we can do. And I'll find something different, guys, don't you worry. Thanks for watching. See you guys back here tomorrow.